Hello, this is Darrell Chase, again, one of the leaders, elders here at Glen Acres Church of Christ, and I'm doing a series on studying the Bible and getting into it a little bit more than just a casual reading. This week's one is one that I struggle with myself. It's called, I call it note-taking. Some people do it better than me. I've seen it done really well. And so I wanted to share it, even though I struggle with this one myself, because I just don't take a lot of notes and then use them in a correct way when I do. The exception would be when I'm preparing a class or when I'm preparing a message to preach or teach the people, then I do this quite often. And so that's where it's strong for me, and that's why I wanted to share it with you. Maybe you're one that wants to teach others. You're doing a class or speaking somewhere about the scripture you're reading. I think this would be helpful. So let's begin. First of all, use a Bible journal. Find yourself a good journal or a notepad to write down your thoughts and questions as you are reading. I said before, read small quantities at a time. This will allow you to do that. Writing things down like this helps you to remember the process of what you learn as you go along. You see, taking notes during Bible study is a practical tip that moves you from, again, being passive reader to an active engagement, which was kind of like what I talked about in our last series. To take effective notes, you can write down key verses, you can write down insights, you can write down questions that you have. You can use methods like bulleting, pointing it, or color coding for structure, or considering different tools like Bible study journals or digital notes. So what do you write? This is my suggestion, and it's just going to be kind of a shorter one, but these are the 6 things that I write down when I use this. Number 1, I write down key verses and cross references. I jot down verses that stand out and note any cross references that connect to different parts of the Bible. So I often do this with a study Bible. Secondly, I jot down personal insights and reflections, those ahas, or maybe they're even, oh, that's what that means. It's something that stands out. I write down what the passage means. So write down what the passage means to you and how it relates to your life. Number 3, questions. I record any questions that might arise so I can research it later. I think that's a great thing to do because you're not going to always understand what you're reading. You may have questions. Fourthly, summarize. Briefly summarize the chapters or lessons in your words to ensure you understand those main points. Fifthly, context. I note the historical and cultural details, and sometimes questions arise about that, and allow me to jot those things down so that I can go back and do that appropriate study to find out, well, what is the context? What's the historical? What is the culture for that background of the text? I think that would be important. And lastly, prayers. I write out prayers inspired by passages to help apply those texts to my life. And that would be a great thought for you. So I would say in your study, go organize your notes. Take an opportunity. If you want to go deeper in and try to figure things out more from the scripture, use a way to take notes so that you can follow up and get engaged in your study. I hope this has helped. I'll see you next time on Studying the Bible.